All right. Continuing on with verse 4. They tie up heavy burdens, hard to bear, and lay them on people's shoulders, but they themselves are not willing to move them with their finger. They do all their deeds to be seen by others. For they make their phylacteries broad and their fringes long, and they love the place of honor at feasts and the best seats in the synagogues, and greetings in the marketplaces, and being called rabbi by others. But you are not to be called rabbi, for you have one teacher, and you are all brothers. And call no man your father on earth, for you have one Father who is in heaven. Neither be called instructors, for you have one instructor, the Christ.
Right. And instructor there is teacher.
Teacher, yeah.
Right. So this, of course, we're not totally germane, but we're just pausing here because, of course, there are people who it seems like this is the only verse of the New Testament they know by heart.
Yes.
Maybe that's just because I'm a priest, so I have to hear it all the time.
This is the verse that forbids the celebration of Father's Day.
Yes. Celebrating Father's Day is
because you shouldn't be calling anybody your father.
How dare you? Yeah.
Or you, very reverend doctor, you shouldn't be called doctor because that.
Well, that's the point. That's where this is going.
Teacher.
So you get that. They know that one. You're not supposed to call anyone father. But I have literally heard this lecture from Protestant teachers who are Dr. So-and-so. Doctorus in Latin is the word for teacher.
Yeah.
So they're literally complaining about verse 9. Oh, how dare you be called Father Stephen?
Yeah.
When verse 10 says you shouldn't be calling yourself doctor or whatever. If we're going to read it the same way. Right? But is that really what Christ is concerned about? I mean, does that make sense if we stop and think about it for a minute?
It's sort of a weird, it's like a weird non sequitur.
Like you could call it just those two words too, right? Like father and teacher are out.
Yeah, but king is cool,
right.
And emperor and
yes. So in the Dutch
else.
tradition, ministers refer to as domini. And then their last name.
Master, yeah.
And domini means Lord or Master. But that's fine, because Jesus didn't say you can't call people that.
Yeah.
As long as you don't call them father or teacher. You can call them Lord. You can call them Master. You can call them Sire. You can call them, right? Like, is anyone serious in taking that interpretation that Jesus was just concerned about these two titles? Because rabbi means teacher also, right? So he's just concerned about those two titles. That's it. All other titles are good, right? You can call yourself the Grand Mufti. You can call yourself whatever, but just not father or teacher. Obviously, that's not what it's talking about when we read the context, right? We just saw the context of them liking to make a big show in public places and make people make a big show of respect to them. Right? That this is about not ascribing a bunch of titles to yourself and lording it over people. Right? But there are folks who are just going to jump up and down on verse 9 who, me referring to myself as the very Reverend Dr. Stephen DeYoung, PhD, totally cool, but somebody calling me Father Steve, how dare you?
And on your Twitch stream, no less.
Yes, how dare you, sir, right? Why are you exalting yourself with that title, Father Steve, as opposed to the very Reverend Dr. Stephen DeYoung, PhD? Whatever, right? Like, it doesn't make sense. The dog don't hunt. Never mind the fact that St. Paul says he's the father of the Corinthians.
Yeah, lots of people are called fathers in
but,
scriptures.
I guess St. Paul was sinning when he
when he
did that in Corinthians.